did it. I finished my F&P. This is the evaluation vlog thing that I'm doing. Got my questions. I got my book. So yeah. Right. Basically, for my F&P, I chose to do like an awareness campaign about equal love. My original idea was anyway. So my instruction was just to bring awareness about equal love really, and be like, if I love a man, what's the difference for me loving a woman, because love is love at the end of the day, and like that sort of thing really. And I just wanted it to move some people and like make people go oh, or like make somebody feel something, like have an emotion or something. So yeah, and how I did that was I made my map of the ideas I wanted to do, and this is the LGBT one about equal love, and that's, you can't really see it, so we'll zoom in on it. So that's what I wanted to do, and then I was like, get some photos together and see what positions, or like how I want my couples to be like when I did it. Then it was my best opportunity, and then I just like posing, colours, inspiration, fonts and everything really. So yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to make a campaign about love that makes you feel something real. My 5 strengths during this project, I guess because it's something meaningful to me, and it actually like it's something to me, I guess that I will work really hard for it, and I have like my mindset's so focused on something I don't get distracted that much. So I guess having a focused mind and like it meaning something to me. Like my photography skills is also a strength for my project, because I do know how to use camera, and that will help. Well, that did help me to get images I wanted really. That's 3, 4th one. I guess doing it in a sketchbook as well, it allows me to be more creative with what I want to do. It allows me to explore new things and like do loads of rough things with it, and yeah, really allows me just to be myself in my book, to be myself in my sketchbook really. Also to have friends that are part of the LGBTQ community also helps, and having access to LGBT groups in Bath also helps. My biggest weakness throughout this whole project is not being able to find couples, which is like doesn't really work because I know people that are in the LGBTQ community, but I can't get people, you know what I mean? So that was tough, finding couples, the people that actually wanted to do it, because it took me about a month to get people, like no joke. That was the hardest thing ever. My second weakness would be, because I personally think I'm quite a creative person, so trying to like keep all my ideas and not jumping to different things also is quite frustrating, because I'll be like, I'll see something and be like, oh my god, yes, I want to do that in my project and so forth, and get loads of ideas, but then get so confused, but still focused, if you know what I mean. And time management. I can't. My time management skills is so bad, really bad. So my video that was effort, that was tough. That was a lot of work. Finding couples that wanted to be in it and filming it, like finding what lights I wanted to use and what I wanted to do really for my video was quite hard. So I had an idea to get loads of couples and have them in the video and like do what I kind of did, but just white light, if that makes sense, and a white background. But I changed my idea pretty last minute to coloured projection with the couples, which was it turned out really good actually. I really enjoyed it. My main idea, I said this really at the beginning, like what I wanted, like my instruction really. My main idea was to make an awareness campaign really. But it's not really awareness campaign anymore. It's just about love and couples and being who you are and self-love really, which I think has also helped me during this journey. It's made me love myself even more, I guess, just because it's, you get to talk to people and find out what they go through and everything, and it makes you realise like I've got it good, like I don't have it as bad as people. It makes you just realise things really. My influence is, I can never say that, Colours, Berlin, it's a company in Berlin, which I'll do with the colour background, which my inspiration was originally from Colours. And then Mary V. Bonnet, which is an Instagrammer type person. She takes photos of her transgender boyfriend, which is really inspirational. It's a journey, and she captures emotion very, very well, which I aspire to, because that's what I want to do in my photography, is to capture emotion very well. And also, I can't say Daniel Azu, his campaign, I'll show you. His campaign inspires me with the quotes, quite a lot actually. Let me see if I can find them. This guy, his quotes in his are really touching. They they go, whoa. I did use two of the quotes actually from it. So yeah, that was my influence, and also my brother as well, because he's part of the LGBT community. It's pretty much just the LGBT community really that inspired me, which was really good. That influenced me to do what I did. My experiments. The experiments I did, I experimented with lights, 3-point lighting, to make sure my studio lighting was well. I experimented with the projections, which is in one of my videos, which is pretty good. And then, but to be honest, I'm that type of person that likes to just jump into things and just see what happens when I get there. That's what all my shoots were. I didn't experiment with couple posings or anything. I was just like, get the couples and let them be them. And you can't really experiment with what couples do or anything. So I was like, let's go somewhere, let's go to these locations I found, let's take some photos, be you, do what you guys do, and just pretend I'm not here and take photos. And that's what I did really. And it didn't affect my development of my work. I think it affected me personally. It developed me as a person. Like I said before, it made me realise like I don't discriminate for the LGBT, but it shows that love is love really. Like the straight couple that I use, they did exactly the same things as the lesbian couple did. And it proves love is love really at the end of the day, and it just proves everybody wrong, proves all the haters wrong really. Similar type of work that kind of like me is what I did in my secondary research? Primary research is watching some of the videos. I watched, actually the videos aren't like mine at all. Mine is not exploring, but showcasing off the couples, does that make sense? But my posters, they're very Daniel Arzula. I can never say his name. They're quite similar in the sense of quotes are kind of the same. Quotes aren't kind of the same. My quotes are more brief about love. They're just love. The quotes about love, but the quotes he uses about an individual, on the poster, which mine kind of is, but kind of not. It's like, you know, when like something's kind of the same, but it's kind of not. It's slightly different. That's what my posters are. Not very good at explaining mine. So, the comparisons for the posters is that the quotes are kind of the same. They're like, are directed at the person, like the topic of the photo is, for example, somebody that's transgender, and the quote is linked to the transgender girl in the drawing, but then my post about the transgender person is about trans. That's not good. The camera cut out in the middle of my evaluation. I didn't realise, so I have to redo it. Right, I think we left off about comparison and differences between my work and other people's work. My difference between my... Don't you know? I'm panicking. My deadline's in like soon. Okay, right. Comparison between my work and other people's work. My posters are very like the Daniel and Azola guy, meaning like this quote I got from him, and the quotes go. Some of the quotes go with the image, if that makes sense. So this quote is about lesbian couples, and the photo was a lesbian couple. However, some of my photos, like some of my posters, like I believe in love always. It's kind of just based about love, not a gay couple, if that makes sense. That's the difference. And then my video, I have not seen people that kind of done my video, like done something like my video, or I've inspired by with my video. The key areas of development was I don't even know, like my couples. Finding couples was really difficult for me. So that's the area I would improve on, is trying to find more couples and going out there and messaging more places and be like, do you have any LGBTQ plus couples I can borrow, use for my project? Key areas of development, I guess. Well, I will have a montage of my vlogs previously, of all the stuff I needed to develop throughout the video, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I've changed my idea a bit compared to my original idea. So I'm a few couples to be in it to show and express their love, but I don't have that many couples. I only have 2 real couples, which is a pain. Emailed so many groups about if they can send off my stuff and get it out there so I can have some couples. What was it like when I showed my peers, my friends and peers, my work? I wasn't like, oh look, I wasn't like, oh yeah, my work's gonna be really good, check it. Like, I was like, be really harsh to me. Make sure you give me like really like good feedback. Like, don't be like nice about it, be harsh. And that turned out really well. I got like so much different feedback, which I probably wouldn't have got if I went, oh yeah, can you feedback my work? People like pointed out like eyes slightly not looking at camera, body language, how my text, the coloured text was, they could have pinpoint colours on some of the clothes and stuff like that, which I found quite interesting. It's like, oh, people like look at different things like this and so forth. It didn't make me feel like happy. It made like I liked getting feedback from other people. It was good. So yeah. What I would change about my work, I would change anything about my work. I would want to improve, not change, improve my work and make it better. Because when people say, what would you change about your work? You're expecting them to like, oh, take this out, take that, add this and that. That's kind of like improving, but I would keep everything the same, but maybe just make it better, make it 120 times better instead of 110 times better. 110%, do it 120% better. Like, I know I tried really hard for my project, and I know if I could do it again, it would be better and I would try harder, because that's the type of person I am. And I've learnt so many new things by doing this project and so forth. And it's helped me develop as an individual and develop my skills in different Adobe software, which is really good. What's changed in my work from what I originally wanted to do? A lot's changed. I wanted my project to be all couples originally, but that changed very quickly because I couldn't find any couples and no couples were messaging me back. So by doing that, I had to develop new ideas, and I was like, okay then, if I can't get a real couple, I'll fake a couple, and I'll get an individual. I will play around with different locations. So I wanted to do all I wanted to do some of it in studio, and I wasn't too sure about the locations I wanted to do, but I wanted to be outside. So I was like, brick wall would be quite cool, but is that just too plain? So I was like, nature, green, vibrant. So that's what I came from the development. I did manage to get everything done, which thank God, because if I didn't get anything done, I would cry. I got everything done I needed to do, but like the next question is about my pitch. What did I get feedback wise is timeline, time management, make sure you have deadlines for something, which I didn't do, but I wish I did, because I think that would have helped me not stress so much and panic closer to the deadline. And I think also I was going through some stuff something happened something happened in my personal life a couple of weeks ago, and that threw everything out the window for me. And I wish I still had a deadlines for everything, because that would have pushed me harder and be like, hey, forget about that, let's just concentrate on my F&P right now and make sure that's done, which I really did try to do. What I would do to improve my work next time, I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know what I would do to improve my work if I were to do it again. I would make, me saying I would make it better, but I don't know really how to improve it. Maybe push harder to get more couples, and don't give up, and explore more with different lights in the studio, possibly different fonts. Look more in fonts, I guess, because there's so many fonts. I didn't even realise till I was looking at fonts for my research. I was like, crikey, there's so many fonts. So yeah, that's what I would do. Research more fonts, play with lighting a bit more in the studio, and push harder to find couples. But at the end of this whole project, I've realised that it's helped me as a person, and I think I've made myself proud of what I've done, because it means something. So yeah, I think I've done a good job at my work and everything. But yeah, but thank you for joining me on my F&P. It's been so tiring and it's drained all my energy, so hopefully it's all good and I get a good grade at the end of it, because I've tried, I really have, and I hope you can see that through my videos and my work. I've improved and I've tried. So yeah, thank you again, and adios amigos.